Hello everyone and welcome to Lubojototaku, and today I have a review of the SH Figuarts Captain Marvel KO! Now I'm sorry for taking so long for this review, but unfortunately there's been a lot of delays in the post office lately. Now by the way, stick to the end of the video because I'll have a voting, because I'm buying two new Figma's originals for review, and I'm thinking about a third one to maybe celebrate 1000 subscribers if I reach until the end of the month. And you can vote on which of the Figmas I will buy in the end of this video if I reach 1000 subscribers. Before we continue with the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell icon to always know when the next video is up. There will be more amazing videos and playlists in the description below and in the cards above. And don't forget to check out my Patreon account, where you can help support the channel so we can get more action figure reviews at a timely manner. Now let's continue with the video. So let's start looking at the details of the figure itself. Now the face sculpt is not as good as the original, definitely. The likeness is not 100% there, but it's not a bad face sculpt itself, especially considering the actress is not that pretty, at least that's my opinion. She's no Scarlett Johansson, but the face is much better than I actually expected. In the pictures that I had saw, the face looked a little bit too chubby, but it's not, and the hair paint is not that bad either. It has some shading on it, and it's all done, well done, and the paint overall seems okay. Now some imperfections do exist, but they're well masked in parts that look like armor, like this forearm. There has some paint effects here and there, but they are not very visible because they actually look like the armor itself as wear and tear. So overall the paint job looks fine to me. It doesn't look that different from the original one. Now I do see some issues in terms of the articulation. At least the feel of the figure itself doesn't feel very premium. It feels a little bit clunky to me, but still looks like an okay figure so far. Let's look at what the figure brings with, because we got some stuff, even though the original figure doesn't bring a lot. So we have an extra head, and by the way, this one is, in my opinion, much better than the original one. It also brings a neck part, so you just don't replace just the face, you replace the entire head, and this one, in my opinion, is much easier to do, and because it's much easier to do, is more faithful to the original one. It doesn't involve, scanning actresses or anything like that, so probably I'll display it with this one. Then we got some extra hands besides the two fist hands that she has on. They are okay painted, nothing too special to ruin there. We have two open hands, and open hands look okay, except that you have some bleeding of some paint in this hand particularly. That looks a little bit ugly. I hope I can get some skin paint to fix that. And we have two extended hands. These ones are well painted. And then we get two effect parts for her fist, so the effect over using her binary powers. Now these are the accessories that the original comes with, and they are the only accessories that it comes with, but this seller actually sent me these extra effect parts, just like Thor, and I think they can look very cool to emulate better that binary form effect. So the accessories themselves are okay. It's a very simplistic figure again. These SH Figuarts from Marvel never bring a lot of things, and that's a shame.
And now comes the interesting part. Let your fingers get in there and have a good old rub-a-dub.
Now for the articulation, I believe we have a simple ball joint in the head, also good range of motion. It should have also a ball joint in the neck, but the below neck I'm not being able to move it because the head kind of gets in the way. So let's see. Okay, so I got able to remove the head from this ball joint, and there you go. So I removed, and we have a problem. So I actually need to remove this from this neck, and it doesn't look like it's much easy. So I ended up removing the ball joint from here instead of the opposite way. I'm going to try to fix it. By the way, as you can see, this neck itself on the back part has a lot of paint defects, but they're hidden with the hair, so it's not a big problem. I was able to remove the joint, and for that I used a blow dryer to apply some heat, and then gently I removed the peg. And now I put it here, and so after applying some more heat here, let's see if I can fit it. Okay, so we got our new head. So do this, apply some heat to remove the peg, and then apply some heat also to this neck to easier fit the neck because it's very tight. Then we got ourselves a butterfly joint on both shoulders. They're tight, but they are not too bad. We have a ball joint to ball hinge system on the arm. Cross, great range of motion, forward, all around, swivel on that shoulder. We do have a simple hinge on the elbow, ball hinge on the hand. Then we have a ball joint in the chest area, allows you great range of motion, not too loose, not too tight. We have triple ball joint system on this way, so a ball joint here allows you extra crunch, some movement and rotation. We have decent spread, rotation on top, great kick forward, not that great kick back. We do have a double hinge knee, and finally we have a ball joint to ball hinge on the foot. This allows you good articulation, a pivot, and finally we should have a toe bend, but one of the sides is very tight, so maybe apply some heat to loosen it up. And that's it. The articulation is actually very good. Let me say a small correction. I believe actually this is not just a simple ball joint, but a double ball joint because of the way it moves. I do believe that, but I'm not going to remove it to confirm, but I do believe that. And let me tell you one thing. They got two things very accurate: flat chested, flat butted.
Oh yes.
SH Figuarts Infinity War Iron Man Weapon Set 1 KO. SH Figuarts Infinity War Black Widow KO. SH Figuarts Infinity War Thanos KO. SH Figuarts Cowboy Bebop Spike Spiegel. SH Figuarts Darling in the Franxx 02. Figma Ram. Overall, this is not a bad figure. For what it brings and for the price, I do recommend. I do believe the original one is a bit overpriced for the figure that it is. Yes, the face sculpt is not as accurate, but it's still not a bad face sculpt, and the paint job is not bad at all, and the articulation was very good. Unlike the movie that was completely trash, this figure is good.
Thank you very much.
So I am giving it my low budget otaku seal of approval. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to leave a like. It helps YouTube to know that this video is worth recommending. Give me your thoughts in the comment section below. And of course you can find more amazing videos in the end of this video, in the cards above, and in the description of the video. All organized by playlists. Also link to Patreon. Also a lot of information on the figure in that description. That description is awesome. Check it out. That's it for today, but July is going to be a month full of amazing reviews.
See you next time.
Do it! Just